Show. Woo! Woo! First words back.
Man.
Woo. Over here drinking pre-workout. Uh-oh, did he get kicked already?
Already. Oh my God.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Patrick Cloud, and I'm gonna hear more. And this is another episode of Damn Internet. You don't work. we going live. This is our first live since the DreamCon weekend. We are insanely tired. Tahir is out and about, and he's getting kicked out and about. He's having some tech issues, but we'll be okay. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit about DreamCon. We're going to be talking about everything that we did out there. Oh, and now I'm gone.
I'm sorry.
Did we pause? Damn it, that's you scary.
I was trying to make you smaller. He's back. Oh gosh.
Okay, he's back. All right,
I'm back on the phone. I tried to let me see if the phone works a little better.
Yeah, I got you.
Now
Ads will be where we said they'll be.
Okay. And then I'll just use my iPad for the phone. I mean for the ads. But I don't this is just a testament to like how crazy these couple days have been after the con. This is intense.
DreamCon is one of those. First of all, shout out to RDC World. Shout out to everybody who put that together. It's
biggest shout out to them, man.
It's a cultural event at this point. Like, this is insane.
It really is.
Yeah. It's pretty. It was pretty crazy. It's like one of those days where one of those cons where you're walking so much and there's so much going on that you don't realize how much your body is doing, to the point where like a couple times I was like, when's the last time I ate? You know, because there's so much stuff going on. You have to be here. You talk to this group of people. You know, you have to perform. There's so much going on that, number one, I don't know how people do all that during the day and then go out at night. So there was a couple of times I was just like, I take my hat off to you youngsters. I was in the hotel. But then on top of that, you get home and then your body's like, all right, this is what you really feel like. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, bruh. I got in to St. Louis on Monday. And Tuesday, I basically slept most of the day. I just needed to like...
Same.
Because I've been ripping and running and staying in hotels. Hotels is cool. Like the bed was really good in a hotel, but like there's always the fear of oversleeping for the event that you're there for, the fear of oversleeping for your flight, the fear of missing text messages because people need you to fill in on a con or a panel or something like that.
Yeah.
And so Tuesday, bro, I was slumped.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that ability to be able to just do nothing, because man, I couldn't do much. Still had to get up and do a couple things, but yeah, I needed that rest, bro.
I pushed everything to Wednesday, and I was just like, I can't, because the thing about Tuesday was I actually flew back on Tuesday, and I couldn't go to sleep, so I was just feeling the tiredness, but I also told myself I wasn't going to do anything, so I just rested the whole day. And then Wednesday I had some stuff to do, but then I got to like sleep the whole day. And I'm like, all right, like I gotta adjust. You gotta adjust to everything. Like your body gotta adjust. The 2 hour time difference. It was a lot.
It was a lot, man. But I would say this, man. And for those who have never been, first of all, DreamCon is amazing. You will find your tribe, your community. There are so many splinters off community-wise from just anime or just video games. There are, hip hop. There is movies. Like I went dressed as Ruby Road from Fifth Element. It was just, it's there. Everybody belongs there. And that is one of the greatest things about it, is that people of the Black and brown community have a place to feel seen, recognized, vindicated with our love and our passion for movies, anime, video games, music, all of the above, and just community. And so just to have a place like that was, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate Brennan. I appreciate my boy Vino for trying to give me a heads up of what to expect. But let me tell you something. If you are a content creator who has like a buzz and you got a following, nothing can prepare you for DreamCon. I thought I had been to it. I've done theaters, I've done arenas with, big names and walk through. It's nothing like that. You will never understand how it would take an hour to get 500 yards from one end of the convention center just to the other, just to try to go and support somebody else. Without security, it is crazy. And then just the idea of security just sounds crazy to me. Like we're that big that we need security. It kind of sounds kind of pompous. But you need someone to kind of be the bad guy to usher you along, not like just tell people no, but like just to move you along, and then you can come back when you don't have to be somewhere at a specific time to like take pictures. Like you damn near have to set time aside for taking pictures. Like, hey, for this hour and a half, I'm going to be here taking
Yeah.
pictures by the Chick-fil-A stand because it is insane. It is insane, bro.
Wait, but
It
I
was
mean,
amazing.
I've been talking about this for this is my third time. I want to hear like Tahir's point of view because, like he said, we have been telling him every year you gotta
Yeah.
go. But I feel
Yeah.
like how many things do you get told like you gotta go to? Like
Oh, so many.
that's not really like a
So
unique
many.
review.
Yeah, and then realistically, like 3 to 4 out of those 10 are actually things that like really show up. And so
Right.
you get more things that are kind of like, oh no, it was cool. Then you get like, no, nigga, y'all were right and y'all kind of undersold it.
Yeah.
This is probably the most accurate thing that people have explained to me in detail what to expect. Like Brendan was like, you should have security. Of course, it's my first year. We didn't have security. We thought we was gonna be able to get on Cleo's team. Completely understand why Khleo has security. Khleo
Of course.
he's live wire there. Like that motherfucker is. Cleo's on another level. And it's also so cool. I'm trying to answer your question as thoroughly as possible, but sometimes I'm gonna jump around because I just so many things I gotta
Sure.
address. Cleo, it's dope to see your friends succeed, but it's really dope to see them succeed in their element. I'm funny. You see my videos, you seen All Deaf, you seen Pat, you seen the content we put out. Seeing me at a club is a completely different experience than seeing me online and those videos and the All Deaf content.
Like a
Seeing
comedy
Cleo
club.
do his, yeah, the comedy club or a theater or something like that. Cause you get to see me for 20, 30 minutes, really like just kill the stage.
Hmm.
Seeing Cleo do unboxing and video games and stuff like that is completely different than seeing him control a stage, be the master of ceremony,
Right.
host an event, like seeing him in the costumes. Like shout out to Hippie and shout out to Cleo because Cleo had hit Hippie up to ask if I could come through because I was a Hamburglar, and because he partnered with McDonald's this year, and I had that costume, they had me come through on Sunday to participate while they were doing the chicken tenders, and it was such a
It's so
brilliant
good.
idea. It was such a brilliant
It was so
idea,
good.
and the way I played it, like just being skeptical of the tenders because I'm the hamburger bitch. Like I don't want no tenders, but it was so genius, and we really got to play up on that. Cleo was in his goddamn bag. Cleo was in the Crown Royal bag this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. So I just want to give a shout out to him. Um, the community, I will say, just starting off, they show you love in a way that you typically don't get it from just the general public. There are people that see me out. Like today, me and my sister, after we left the gym, we went to Godova to get some bowls. And there was a guy there who recognized me as he was taking the trash out. And I didn't realize he was like maybe the shift manager. Because when we went to go pay for our stuff, he came up to the register. He was like, y'all good. And so you get that every now and then. That
Hmm.
that's sporadic. At the con, people come up to you and they're like, yo, whether it's from All Deaf and how long they've been watching us, whether it's from the content we made during the COVID, whether it's from Zooming with the homies during COVID, like their appreciation is so heartfelt, so genuine. It just it filled my cup up, bro. And y'all know, some of y'all know it's been tough these last couple months, just ups and downs. So going there just really filled my cup, man. And I think a lot of people when they hear things like, yo, I've been watching you since I was 10, I've been watching you for years, because society makes us feel like you always have to be the newest thing. Always have to be popping. You always have to have the newest movie or show or something like that.
Yeah.
You can lose sight. and not appreciate those moments as much when somebody says, I've been watching you for years, or I've been watching you since I was 10. I was appreciative that people were entertained from me then and still are supporting me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to span 10 years in entertainment says a lot about your craft, your diligence, your consistency, your discipline. And so the fact that these people not only still support, but they wanted pictures, they were trying to get videos, they were FaceTiming family members or friends, bro. It just was so heartwarming and comforting to know that.
Oh no. That was such a good part of the story.
Look.
Sorry about
Oh,
that. I
there you
got a
go.
FaceTime call and I didn't know
Oh,
that was
okay.
going to ruin
I was like, that was such a good part of the
ruin the
story.
thing. You still there? Yeah, I didn't know FaceTime. Let me put the phone on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, while he's doing that, I was gonna say if
But
that
bro,
does happen.
it felt so amazing to be appreciated and also just acknowledged for the hard work that we do, man. So that was amazing. And it was so much going on. Like you said, take your head off to people who went to the parties. Bro, I was so tired after the first day. We stayed in our hotel lobby bar and we kicked it every night there.
That shit
I
was
didn't
so
go to
fun
any
though.
parties.
That
I had
was
no
so
energy
fun though.
because I was so peopled out after taking pictures and shaking hands because I'm big on first impressions, first interactions. If this is your first time meeting me, I'm gonna try to give you as much
Of
conversation and as
course.
much appreciation as possible because I don't want you to think I don't appreciate you watching and supporting.
Right.
But like I said, 459,892 people's hands on Friday.
Just
I
one
counted.
day.
That was just one day. That was insane. Wait, can you hear me, Pat? Because I can't hear you
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can
Hippie,
Hippie,
did I
can
do
you hear me?
something wrong?
Yeah, I can hear you, Pat.
Your
Just
mic
fine.
your mic is good though.
You can hear me?
We
Yeah.
can hear you.
I can't hear you at all. This has been one of those shows. I might have to leave out and come right back in
Please
because
come
I
back.
hear
I'm gonna
nothing
play
on my
you. I'm
end.
gonna play you as a Hamburglar while I'm
me
gonna show
see.
a couple videos of that.
Oh,
Testing,
yes.
testing. I still don't
Yeah.
hear you. I was just talking. I was like, man, he's really just taking this up. He's like not adding a or anything. All right, well, I'm gonna leave out and I'm gonna come right back in because I got nothing on my. I feel like I'm deaf. I'm just talking to myself. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna let Pat take it from here.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, here's him as the Hamburglar a couple of different times, and then him at the McDonald's activation that you took the video of this. So I'm so glad he put up. So a quick story behind it. So I was telling Khleo, like, hey, he's the Hamburglar. He's like, oh, this is the last day I have McDonald's. See if he wants to do it. So I texted Tahir. Tahir was like, man, like he wore it on the first day. He was like, there's a lot to get into the suit or whatever. And I was like, just do it. This is where we're going to be. So I'm so happy he decided to because this is what he looked like.
Make it look good. It needs to look good. I'm getting ready to step down for a little bit. We got like 20
Look at this guy.
I want a sneak peek. Look at what's going on down here.
All right. I'm not used to working in this environment. I don't have all my tools.
I am reincarnated. I was stargazing.
So good, man. I wish we had like the team and just like the time to pivot and make that like its own piece of content. Like hopefully you can work with like Khleo's photographer to like get some of the stuff of y'all interview, and maybe there's somebody who filmed that whole segment. But
yeah, I got some of it. I didn't want to post it because I didn't know if that was a paid piece of content that he was getting paid to do, and I don't want to step on his or McDonald's toes.
Of
But I
course.
did
Yeah,
get somebody that filmed it. But bro, like next year, first of all, we're going back, okay? And we want to have as many Squadcast, Scary Squad members as possible, as many more miles as possible. But we got to have a team. I never wanted to be like that IRL streamers, but if we don't have that, we got to have our dedicated photographer and videographer, bro. Because it was just so many good moments. I got tagged in so many pictures that I didn't get a chance to like get copies of, and I hate
Yeah.
that, bro. Because I wanted my
Yeah.
recap video to be with all the people that made it amazing for me.
Right.
So next year, bro, we got to just plan it out better. And there's tons of
Yeah.
photographers, videographers down there in Houston that we can tap into, or maybe somebody that's already in the squad or the mob that we can have come and we could just pay them to do it. But bro, it was so many missed moments and opportunities. I just shout out to everybody that we had any type of interactions with, man. You guys are the real goats. We appreciate you. This was a core memory for me. I will never forget my first DreamCon, bro. Like
Woo!
this
I'm
was
so
amazing.
glad. I'm
It
so
was
glad you
so
came.
amazing, bro. Oh my
It's
God, man.
it's so crazy because yeah, we've been telling Tahir to go, but Tahir's like me in the sense that even though there was a lot of hype around it, you waited until you had work there. You know, like
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah.
couple years where Khleo was like, "Bruh, you have to pull up," and I'm like, "Damn, I want to." But then when it was like, "All right, you got a panel," then it was like, "Okay, I can go
Yes.
all in." And then it
Yeah.
was just like, I should have been here. All Def should have been here.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
so many opportunities that, but I mean, it's just like how it naturally happened. I'm totally okay with too. Like
Totally okay with it.
even the fact that you didn't have like a huge team and you just got to experience the first one. So then
Yes.
like next time you can like,
Yes.
okay, I'm gonna dress up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. It's different. And
Yeah.
my favorite thing about it is like the underlying theme is no judgment. Like everybody
Mhm.
there at some point in their life was, if they liked One Piece or if they like Naruto, they might be insanely into it, like an unhealthy amount.
Yes.
But when they're around their friends,
Yes.
they'll be like, yeah, you know, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? And it's not even like their friends would like clown them. It's just they couldn't really
They want to
be that
appreciate
excited
the
about it.
yes.
Yeah, it's like they have a cap
Yeah.
on their excitement. But what
Mm-hmm.
what the whole underlying theme that whole weekend is like, this is my favorite thing. I am absolutely obsessed. And you're
Yes.
talking to somebody who's going like this. Yes, me too. So then
Yes.
what a lot of creators don't realize is that translates into the love that you get
Yeah.
also, where you might be on the streets of LA or New York and they'd be like, oh my God, this is crazy. That might be amplified there because they're like, this is how I can show my appreciation for you.
Yeah.
So like to see people literally, they can't take the photo because they're shaking,
Shaking.
but they're also trying to be like cool about it. And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
this means as much to me as it means to you.
This is the first place I didn't feel awkward asking people, hey, do you want to take a picture? Because sometimes, like at shows, like, especially with the guys, you like, the guy take the picture for his chick or something like that.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yo, my man, you want to get a picture too? He'd be like, no, I'm cool, bro. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I don't take anything from that. It's just be like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, you know what I mean? But, because sometimes guys are just being too cool. But this is the one place where I ask the guy, like, you want to take a picture? I'm like, nigga, yes. Thank you so much. Because I understand that they understand, some of them understand that we are in motion. Sometimes we head into panels, sometimes we're meeting people. And if you see us and we kind of like got a fast track about ourselves, they respect that. You know what I mean? Some people do. Some people's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting this.
Right. Yeah.
But I get that too, because it's like sometimes if this is your first time, like if you've been there 3 years and it's your first time seeing you or me there, you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna see them again. I might not see. There's so many people. It was so many people that I saw after the fact from their videos that I didn't know they did that. I didn't know Craig Smith was there. I didn't even get to see Kev while he was there.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see a lot of people, but I saw their videos and stuff. One dude I met, he was at another hotel. He was staying at the Marriott across from us, and I got cool with a couple of people there, and I went to their pool on Sunday night, and I showed him my pictures when I dressed up as Ruby Rod, and he was like, "Oh shit, I dressed up like that Friday." I didn't even see him the whole day I
Right.
was there, and Friday was my loose day to like just roam around. Didn't
Mhm.
see him once, and we had the exact same outfit on. So it's so much to do, so much to experience. Man, I can never give RDC enough praise and accolades for how well it is now. And I can't imagine where it came from 3 years ago when some people came, but like just to see where it is, man, and the sponsorships that they have are
Insane.
crazy. We were there from um what was it, AFA or
The
with the
American
forest
forestry.
for
It
Yeah.
was
yeah. Like
SAF.
you would never think that the American Forestry Association would be there
Oh,
is
right.
in support of something like this. But the sponsorship that they have understand that this is an untapped market. This is a market that needs a platform. This is a market that deserves to be recognized and deserves to be supported. So shout out to the sponsors too, because like we just appreciate the acknowledgement. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
this was, I know we got tons of stories and stuff to get into, but like I know we're gonna be drifting back and forth between the stories and this con because it just like we really should do a wrap up show next year or something like that because it's
Yeah.
just too much good there, bro. Like
Yeah.
the wrap up show could be Monday. We stay Monday, don't leave to Tuesday because it was just so much. It was so much good. I didn't realize Keisha E had a comedy show on
Hmm.
Sunday at a comedy club right around, and she was at Punchline, a major comedy club. I didn't even realize until after the fact. I would have went to support her, but it was just so
There's
much
so much.
going on,
Yeah,
man.
when you like you said, like you be looking at your phone, you be like, they were there, they were there. And when you think about how many things are going on, how many of these hallways are just filled with panels, and it's not like one of those like sad situations where you're at like Comic-Con and you peek your head into a panel and there's like three
Hmm.
people, like everybody's supporting everything, even the most niche things. Like we said, we were there for the US forestry, like everybody was supporting everything. So when you really think of it like that and how massive it is, it's actually less likely you would cross paths with somebody,
Yes,
because
yes,
everybody's doing their walks at different times of the day for different reasons and different panels. So it's like there was a gang of people there that I couldn't connect with, but
man.
everybody understood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody took it personally or anything
Yeah.
like that. And like we said at the beginning of this pod, man, we are tired. And I'll tell you what, when I got to St. Louis, man, one of the first things I did outside of just like take my shoes off was what I call vacation economics, and that was saying I need to do something for me now. And that's when I put out my pack up in the cloud. I'm not gonna hold you. Got me a little gummy, kick back, relax, and just really thought about everything that I was doing, took in everything that I experienced this past weekend, and it was amazing, relaxing. Okay, I take the IndaCloud because it's the best thing for me. IndaCloud is fully legal online cannabis dispensary for gummies, exotic flower, premium pre rolls, zero sugar THCs. You don't want nothing taken away from it, taking the flavor, anything away from it. They got energy gummies. They have extra strength sleep gummies because Lord knows I need that sometimes because I'm just too pumped up, too wired, or I just can't turn my brain off. So everything is federally legal hemp THC, lab tested and shipped discreetly to your door because summer is up and going and it's all about doing the absolute most. And that's what we're doing this weekend. And with, we're about halfway through summer. All right, let's just keep it real. And lately, it feels like every weekend comes with the itinerary. This one definitely had it. Group chats are trying to coordinate 17 different schedules. And at some point, I have to realize that I can't do it. I can't do it all. I can't do another plan. And I need to just tap out and relax. This week, I'm taking an absolute easy. One in the cloud soda later, and everything feels less chaotic. Still present, still having fun, just not mentally organizing the next 3 weekends while I'm trying to enjoy this one. And at night, the new Midnight Raspberry Extra Strength Sleep Gummy. Oh, baby, you talking about having you knocked out? This is what I need. This is what helps me close those tabs on my mind when I got 1,000 of them going. This is what you need if you've been like me. So if you're 21 and older, go to indacloud.co. That's .co, not .com, .co. And use our code DIYS for 30% off. Who else is giving you that? 30% off your first subscription order. That's indacloud.co, code DIYS for 30% off. Delivered routinely and discreetly to your door. Plus, we got free gifts. That's right. Free gifts and free shipping on qualifying orders. And don't forget to fill out the survey at the end. It's really quick. Just let them know that we sent you over. It supports our show. And they're going to continue to support us. And we can continue to do this for you guys. So appreciate you guys some more. Enjoy responsibly. And huge thanks to IndaCloud for helping everyone enjoy the summer without accidentally turning it into a second job. There it is. Understand me.
Nice. It
Yeah,
was a
man.
good,
It's
good
so much.
read.
Damn, man. I know we got topics, but man, it's just so much. The YouTube lounge, bro. I
It's different.
mean, Bro, it was so
So
much
cool.
funny. And for Hippie Show, one of the videos that we did, they had like a zip camera that you see at like the
Oh
big
yeah.
award shows or the galas and stuff like that. Just the fact that they had the idea to get something like that. They had good food in the lounge. They were
Ooh, the
giving free
lamb
drinks.
chops.
The lamb,
Lamb chops. They it was some sliders. There was I didn't have them. I think you did. There was like mac and cheese bites that had a shot
I
of
missed
cheese
that
in
one.
them.
I missed that one. I didn't
It
even
had
get
like a
that one.
vial of cheese in them that you squeezed in it, and then
What?
it was crazy. I wish I
Bro.
I wish I was able to just record more,
Bro, I
but
wish we could plan out a year where we can hit as many cons as possible. I'm gonna hit Blurred Con. I've never done that one.
so
Uh,
the seal is broken.
oh, bro,
Hell yeah.
bro, we gotta talk. I just was talking to somebody about how we can potentially get sponsorships from Marriott and Hilton. You know what I'm saying? They invite creators in to give them the rooms as long as we make the content about the hotel. And then
Mhm.
every city we go to, we can get a free room for while we're there for
Easy.
whatever kind. You know what I'm saying? We pitched DIYS. Bro, like the fact that I was able to bring back Ty Says, it just lets me know like there's so much
Oh.
possibility for so many things that we can do. And shout out to everybody that
Mhm.
played Ty Says. Shout out to me for still being dope as hell. I think I went through like 20 people
It was like a
and
kill
less than
streak.
five.
This nigga got out. Literally, I was like, I don't know if we're gonna have time for this. He went boo 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 boo. I was like, damn, it was like 30 people in 2 minutes.
It
Oh yeah,
was
shout out
so
to How to
fucking
Nerd. Yeah.
fun, man. Shout out to How to Nerd. Shout out to Malcolm, the new official host of How to Nerd, man. It's great, man. I'm ecstatic. I'm still riding on high. I told Dion about it. I told my boy Ed about it. They're all talking about going next year, man.
Yeah.
This right here. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know how I feel about Jamaica. You know how I feel about Jamaica.
Uh-oh.
This is up there with Jamaica.
Tripwire?
I had just as much
Yeah.
fun in less days with my clothes
Mhm.
on. Might I add, with my clothes on. Uh,
Which is tough to
which is tough.
those are
Which
usually in
is
completely different categories, but no,
yeah,
I
you know
feel
what
it.
I'm
Like
saying?
I think the first DreamCon is always special because first of all, like when you start going back, you're gonna get those
Mhm.
interactions like, oh, I met you like you said, first impressions are like everything. So
Yeah.
if you want to go back, imagine how many other people are going back. So there are people that are like,
Yes.
oh, we 3 for 3. I took a picture with you the last 2 cons. I took a picture with you the last con. So it's like
Yes.
if you had a weird moment with them, they might not be comfortable enough
Yeah.
to come back,
Hmm.
So I think that like, it definitely first impressions and being approachable is
Hmm.
insanely important at
Yeah.
DreamCon because it's like you're developing relationships with people who are also coming back. It's not
And
just
that's
you.
important to me, man. Like I'm very grateful for the way people approach me and their adoration and just love. And so many people, when they did post a picture, they was like, yo, I'm at to hear more. He was the nicest person. And like that's big for me because you
Yeah,
hear these horror stories about people meeting their heroes or people they look up to and they were just assholes to them. And granted, everybody has a bad day. Everybody has bad days. I
sure.
get that. I have days when I know I don't have the energy. My cup and my energy level is not full enough for me to like be engulfed with people like that. And on those days, I try to stay home because this is the gift and the curse. You know what I'm saying? You go out, people gonna recognize you. You're not charged to do it, but it's great if you greet them with the same love and energy that they're greeting you with. So I was very proud that almost everybody that posted a picture of me was like, yo, if they put the caption, it was like, yo, he was the nicest person. He was so cool. He was a person. We sat and talked and all that type of stuff. And I met some dude, he's a comic in Dallas. When I go there August 12th, shout out Mike Drop in Plano. I'll be there August 12th. He was like, yo, if I could just get 5 minutes, bro, to meet the world of him. You got it. You got 5 minutes. As simple as that. You got
Mhm.
that, bro. I appreciate the love that you're showing. I appreciate you how you came to me. That's easy work. That's my show. I can give you that 5. Come on out. Let's have a great time, man. And like just those type of connections. Like now, anytime I go to the Dallas Plano area, I know he's gonna bring people out because just extending that olive branch and just being accessible and being a person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not a celebrity, just a person, bro. And those are the lifetime friendships and partnerships that you get at DreamCon. So
Mhm.
it was great, man. I had a fucking
Yeah.
I can't stop talking about it.
Hopefully it's like a battery in your back to like, imagine you planned a show around DreamCon. That's easy. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
DIYS, stand up, like literally planning shows around that weekend is kind of just like, all right, the love is there already.
It's real
I
too.
was
Yeah,
I was
man.
able to pull up on Tut Weezy, aka Light.
Weezy.
Yeah, he had a great show. It was in this like really intimate Houston club that had like couches and all this stuff.
Oh,
And
super
it just,
nice.
man, a whole bunch of people pulled up to that, and just everybody was performing in their cosplay and everything. It was just like
Hmm.
it was dope. Like everything surrounding DreamCon was cool as hell too.
Man, I had a fucking blast, man. And I've been seeing some videos where everybody's giving their take on it. And of course, you're gonna see the good and the bad, but overall, I've seen everything that was just great about it and how so many people felt accepted and just loved it for the first time. Of course, you're gonna get people that have been there say 3, 4 years and they were like, "Oh, it's changed so much" and stuff like that. But like, you gotta ask yourself, like, what exists and doesn't change? Everything's changing. You have to like. They had a wrestling ring in the middle of the convention center, bro. They were doing
For
wrestling
hours, niggas was
for
getting their ass. Well, I'm
hours.
trying to hear people talking to me while a niggas getting his ass power bombed multiple times in a ring, and you just like, just what? It
Bro.
was crazy.
And just the number of guests, celebrities that they had there that were either participating or there like talking to the people and filling out stuff. You had Noah who was there. That's Miles, right? The guy that played Miles Morales.
Oh, was he there?
Noah something. Yeah, he was there signing
Talking about
autographs.
the voice from Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah,
Dope guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
RJ was there from Harder They Fall and other stuff. And shout out to RJ, man. He's a dope DJ too. Did not even know
Oh,
he was a
nice.
DJ like that until we were hanging at the karaoke spot a couple Mondays ago. Um, Issa Rae, you know what I'm saying? Big Cha. Like,
Yep.
if you just look, like they have really found a way to include the culture and come up and share these ideas and how they made it and information. And it really is no gatekeeping, man. And just shot 45,000 tickets sold, guys.
Crazy.
45,000
30
tickets
last year. So they're just
growing and growing and there are so many partnerships from not just their sponsors, but like the businesses in between. There are people and businesses that want to partner when this comes to town because they know like the energy is going to bring them. Obviously,
right.
the money is going to bring, but like just like opening people to so much stuff. And that's another thing. Shout out to Houston and their food. I don't understand how there's racism and all that type of shit in Houston because the food's so fucking good. If something crazy happens, you just need to ask somebody, have you eaten today? Have you had Papados? Have you had Papacitos? Have you had
Oh my
Papa's
God.
barbecue?
Oh my
Have you
God.
eaten today? Because the food is like, what are we talking
I
about?
had gator. I had hot honey gator nuggets, and it was amazing. There was like I probably went to I think it was called like Zapados or something. I forget Zapatos.
Yeah.
It was like
It's
right
about yeah.
next to Hilton. It was like a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
boy,
Papacitos is there too. Yeah.
oh my God, it
Yeah.
was some of the best food I've ever had in my entire life. Like
Best
we
food,
literally had
man.
to talk to the chef, and I've never done that. I'm not even
Listen.
like a bring the chef out type of
You
person.
had him come out? You had to come
Yes,
out?
I had him come out and I took a picture of him.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I
Yo,
was
I
like,
ate
it's different
so
out here.
good, man. And I do want to say this. I was a little wilding on my diet, guys. I'm not gonna
Same.
hold you. But soon as I got back, hopped online and ordered me another order of Factor because I was like, I gotta get it back together. I was wilding for like 4 days straight. And y'all know I've talked about Factor before. Yes, they're one of our sponsors, but we really try hard to find sponsorships and clients that we really believe in. And I rock with Factor hard. Factor has meals built around your goals, whether that's weight loss, whether that's overall nutrition, whether it's more protein or GLP-1 supported diet for strength and workout recovery. Check out Factor's Pro Collection. They give you options, man. Every meal is crafted with functional ingredients, lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole foods, and healthy fats. Factor bans 175 ingredients, no artificial flavors, no sweeteners, no high fructose corn syrup, no refined seed oils, just nutrient dense food. And which is crazy that you have to say that because there are so many companies that don't do this. They don't do this. So shout out to Factor because even though they do all of that and they ban 175 plus ingredients, it is still delicious. I might have lost some weight, guys, but I'm still a foodie. I still like to eat. Okay. Priority is freshness. This fresh is never frozen, which is it says a lot because a lot of these meal prep places that come is frozen. You got to heat it. No, 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 no. These come in a box with the dry ice, so they're just chilled. Okay, they are never frozen. Over 100 rotating weekly meals. One of the reasons that we got into meal prep and we did all the other stuff is because when you're doing it yourself, you have to come up with these dinner plans every night. It's exhausting trying to think every time what you're going to eat and going to the grocery store trying to figure out what groceries and ingredients you need and then trying to use stuff before it goes back. Man, don't do it. All right, check out Factor. I promise you, if you have a busy activity filled scheduled life, Factor is the best way to do this. And try the newly launched ready to eat salads with vibrant ingredients like elote corn and a miso edamame, plus 70 additional add-ons to add round out your nutrition from green juices to peanut butter energy bites. You can't go wrong. Most of the meals are ready in 2 minutes, and Factor shops, preps, cooks, and delivers straight to your door. So you have more time to do everything else that's already on your busy schedule in life. All right. Here is the best thing. Head to factormeals.com/DIYS 50 off, 50 off, and use the code DIYS 50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscriptions only. All right. So if you're new, this is for you. While supplies last until September 2026. See the website for more information and more details. Again, head on over to factormeals.com/DIYS 50 off and use the code DIYS 50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscriptions only while supplies last until September 2026. See website for more details. Shout out to Factor, man. Good meals.
Oh,
Good
you
meals.
lost the voice and the speech came with it. No mess ups today? Not a one?
Hey man, you shouldn't have said nothing. We try not to jinx it, man.
Don't wake it up.
I'm talking slow and low because I'm still getting the voice back. But yeah, that's another thing. Lost the voice, man. That says a
Completely.
lot about how much fun a person has, how much fun you had. So when you lose your voice, and I
Not
lost
for
it
real.
on, I think I lost it on Friday.
You
I
lost it
kicked it hard
suspiciously
Thursday.
early.
Yeah, yeah. Because Saturday I was struggling on the microphone when we did that How the Nerd
Mc-
Pie, bro. That was crazy.
McDonald's. It was completely gone by the time you
Oh
did
man,
McDonald's.
man, I was like,
Yeah, my voice didn't crack until I was back.
oh
But
yeah.
it's weird because it's like you kind of associate your losing your voice with like clubbing or going on roller
Mm-hmm.
coasters, like when you're actually screaming. But
Mm-hmm.
DreamCon is really back to back to back to back talking, but it's also like enthusiastic talking.
That's what it
Like,
is.
hey, what up? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's going on? No way.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Then you on a panel, like, Black to Nature. It's like constant. And then you out at night just talking over the music and stuff. So
Yes.
I had
Yeah.
to like really like break down, like, how did I lose my voice when I wasn't even like screaming like that? But
Yo, let me
yeah,
ask you a question. How did you feel when Brennan first sent us a video? Brennan sent us a video of how big the room was that we had to feel for How the Nerd guys.
okay.
Um, and I wish, Pat, you have it on your phone. Can you send it to Hippie? Hippie might be able to put it up by the time we finish this right here.
This was in
Uh,
the group chat.
yeah, me, you, Malcolm, and Brennan. So
Okay. Yeah.
obviously we got brought out for the AFA because we did this show called Black to Nature that our business partner Brennan created, pitch, and we got 3 episodes. Tony Baker did an episode. He went to Joshua Tree. I did an episode. I went to the White Sands Desert, which is in New Mexico, and Pat actually went to Haines, Alaska. Amazing episodes, all 3 of them. Um, we showed a trailer for it, and then we actually showed Pat's whole episode. But prior to, Brennan showed us a video of the room that we were going to be filling because we had
I
been to a
just sent
couple
it.
panels before, and most of the panels, they can fit maybe 100, 200 people in. Brennan sent us this video. And initially, I just looked at the thumbnail. I didn't even look how big it was. I didn't realize how big the room was until I got there that day. And so, we were going around meeting people, and while we telling people or taking pictures with people, we're telling them, hey, come check out our panel. We're showing them where it's at. We check the app, and we're taking the pictures with them, and we're making sure that they commit. We like really making meaningful impressions. And it's really like guerrilla marketing. Like when you're first starting out, flyering never works. When you're passing out flyers trying to get people to
Yeah.
come to your show, you have to make that connection. When I first moved to LA and I was doing shows and I was doing this event called Opposite of LA, I went to places where they had lines at and people were going into other events, and I had my flyers and I was telling people about the events and
And this
building
is
a relationship with them. But this is the room that we had to fill. It was 800 seats in there. I'm thinking we're gonna have like 175, 150 people room. This is an 800 seater, and
that is
almost
crazy.
every freaking chair was full. Can you
Yeah.
talk about how that made you feel, bro? Because like I know how I feel, and I'll get into it afterwards. But when I walked out and when I saw it, and it filled up in like 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah. Well, my first thought was, what do they think we're doing? Like, because like there are, there are a bunch of like, I don't want to say tiered because I don't want to make anything, but I'm just saying in terms of like the grandioseness of certain
Yeah.
panels, there's like the Bay Brigades and the basketball and dodgeball, the thing that's like huge and are in the huge ones. And then there's like the smaller ones, like the panels where you're talking to people, podcasts and stuff that are sort of like those other rooms. So I just
Hmm.
naturally thought that, okay, it's, we were flown out by the forestry thing, which is kind of low key there,
Yeah.
environmentalist
Yeah.
panels there are pretty low key. And I just assumed it was going to be for whoever pulled up. Now this is my third DreamCon, so I know that like all def and us as individual creators get a lot of love there, but I just wasn't sure if what we were doing matched
That's a
that
tall
room.
order. That was a
Yeah, so
tall order.
I was like, first of all, I was like, the fact that DreamCon gave us this room says a lot, which is great.
Yeah.
But it was nerve wracking. I kind of set my, it's like I automatically was like, shit. Like it wasn't like, oh yay reaction. It was like, damn. So I kind of set my expectations like, all right, if we can do this for like 100, 150 people,
Yeah.
that would be great, because there are a lot of panels that have, middle to low. Yeah, man. That was
That was
crazy.
insane.
And a big part of it was like the original scheduling. This is like Tahir said earlier, this is where Khleo thrives. Like this is 100% his audience. And we kind of come in and out and we're just like, hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for the love. But this is where Khleo like thrives. So the fact that the original plan was he was hosting it, he was hosting another event in that room before that. So there was spillover. And then we had an event in that room after that. That was kind of like, okay, we can kind of combine all of our people and our promotions. But then, Khleo got hired on the McDonald's thing and basically had to jump out of what we were doing. So it was kind of like, all right, we got to basically grind to make sure our audience was there. So like Tahir said, we were getting stopped all the time, but we made a quick pivot like, all right, let's just tell all these people about the, let's tell these people about the thing. Maybe they don't know. So us just networking with people became a two-way street. It wasn't just like, I love you, we want a photo. I'll just be like, hey, I know there's a lot going on, but if y'all not doing anything, premiere. And then we started using sort of that, that energy of stopping a bunch of people stopping for once.
Hmm.
And that, because that creates a lot of energy too. And then other
Yeah.
people join. So, we had a huge Smokey the Bear that was dancing. We would just stand outside and just anybody who recognized us, we would let them know. But it wasn't just the guerrilla marketing. I also realized that people are really good at conning, not conning like in a negative way, but like going to cons.
Mhm.
Like I was really surprised at how many people were like, yep, we going to before I even mentioned it. They're like, oh, we'll see you at the premiere, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, I suck at that because I see the schedule and all these like different things going on and I get overwhelmed. I might pick one or two. But some people are really like researching everything. Oh, I want to go to this, scheduling out their day. And a lot of people already knew about it. So I'll say more than anything, it was as much surprising as it was validating. It was just a beautiful thing that we could, bring that many people in, and they stayed the whole time and they cared about it. And they vibed with the message of the show. That was a really, really special moment for sure.
Yeah. I also appreciate the fact that RDC and the whole DreamCon staff, they didn't just book you. And it was like, okay, take it over for him. They supported. They like came up. They posted. I got the first thumbnail from their official page before Brennan had even sent me anything and before
Yeah.
Hippie had made anything. And they did a recap video for us, and Young Deuces did a recap video. And I mean, just that's that type of support you typically don't get, even in comedy clubs, man. A lot of time the clubs they use old pictures of me now, so I got the plump face, what I'm saying, on their flyer. They find an old video. You don't get that type of support from them. And so the
Hmm.
fact that they did it so effectively, what I'm saying, they got a team in place to show up to the events and get footage or find the footage from people tagging it, and just man, they just really knocked it out the park, man.
Yeah.
I had a great time with them. Now, one thing I will say is that when you got on your costumes, you might not miss. I mean, you might not get all your calls, and the service cause a little challenging in there. Like,
Yeah.
and so this is the one time that I can say most recently that Mint Mobile really shined through. Man, Mint Mobile service was top tier, and we've been talking about them for a while and how transparent they are and how good their service is. But this past weekend, I really got to see it in full effect, man. Mint Mobile took what was wrong with wireless and made it right with premium wireless for 15 bucks a month. And all the plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text, and delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You get to choose from 3, 6, or 12-month plans and say goodbye to your monthly bill. And you can even bring over your current phone and your phone number. So sometimes you switch, you got to get the new phone and all that. Nah, got to get the SIM card. They do eSIMs. They make it so easy for you. You get to ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile, and it's so easy. Sign up online. You get 3 months of premium wireless service for 15 bucks a month. I mean, and it worked. If it wasn't for that, man, I would have missed tons of calls from Hippie. I would have missed calls from Pat, from Brennan. I would have missed panels that I should have been at, and potential new partners and sponsors. But shout out to Mint Mobile. I really wanted to test it out this weekend, and it showed up. It showed out. Now, to get your wireless plan for just 15 bucks a month, go to mintmobile.com/DIYS. That's mintmobile.com/DIYS, and cut your wireless bill to 15 bucks a month at mintmobile.com/DIYS. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months plan required. And that's the equivalent of 15 per month. Taxes and fees are extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com for more information. We appreciate Mint Mobile for supporting us. See, I had almost made it through it, and then we jinxed it right at the end, but it's okay.
That I feel responsible for
Nah,
this.
it was a lot. It was a lot of words that's had crazy syllables and started with the same letter. So it is what it is.
I'm just let you rock next time. I'm not gonna call it
Hey
out.
man, hey man, listen, it was bound to happen. I know who I am. You know who I am. They know who I am.
All right, panels aside, what was the highlight?
Mm,
Highlight for just DreamCon in general, highlight event that you went to, and highlight food.
um, highlight in general was being able to meet so many people and so many additional. Somebody's just hitting me up right now. He just reposted my wheels. Junior Saxophonic. He's one of the first saxophone players to like
Oh
go
yeah,
live on Instagram and go crazy with it. Meeting new up and comers, because a lot of times when we're on our level, like we're just so focused about continuing to grow our numbers, and sometimes we miss the people that are coming up. I got a chance to meet so many up and comers and people that are just really grinding. Shout out to Devontae, man. He is just one of the best creators, and his content's so funny. I don't think he was there this weekend, but like
Mhm.
meeting people like that just
Yeah.
are finding their rhythm and finding their lane and just really leaning into it. That was definitely the overall best, and the community, obviously. Best food probably still is gonna go to Papa Do's, man.
What'd you order?
I mean, and I'm not even a big seafood person, guys,
Mhm.
but they have this jumbo crab lump cake. Amazing.
Damn.
Amazing. That blackened catfish is amazing with that lemon sauce with the capers and everything. Good Caesar salad, good drinks. Can't go wrong with that. And favorite experience, man, it might have just been our panel, because like you said, American Force Association is not a name that people just hear and get excited about. But the fact that we packed that out in association with them on a show that was created by one of our business partners that highlights putting black faces in white spaces. So not only was it entertaining, but it was encouraging, it was inspiring, it was meaningful, and
Mm-hmm.
people came out to see it and left. Even if they came on an ulterior motives to see us, or expecting maybe Steel Cleo might pop up or Malcolm hosting, they left with a new knowledge about what is possible, what's out there for us, reclaiming things that should be our God-given right, and getting people fired up about, getting out in nature and just experiencing new experiences of life. So that was probably my favorite part right there.
I
What
feel
about you?
that.
Same question.
Time, because real quick though, like timing wise, and there's no way we could have ever like inorganically synced this up. It's really important for anybody black or brown who's interested in going out in nature. It's really important for that message to get across now more than ever, because it's like we're seeing that we have to go out there together.
Hmm.
There's been so
Hmm.
much weird stuff in the news this past weeks about like a black person that went out to nature with white people, and horrible things happen, so it's like this is just like a interesting time in
Yes.
history for us to be pushing like black people go out to, it's not that bad, you guys go out
Yeah.
there and you guys have each other out there.
Yes. Yes. Go in groups. Go in
Yeah,
groups.
for sure.
But it's
um
also just a testament too of, like, things that we should have been exposed to that we weren't, or
mhm,
we weren't exposed to, but now we have the means to see footage and see people that we recognize and we're familiar with, and encourage us to do that. So
definitely, nah, definitely. Yeah, no, I mean, like like we said, Black to Nature as a panel, and even How to Nerd was just like so fun and interactive. Like everybody was really really happy to be there. Food wise, I would say the spot I mentioned, I think it's called Zapatos.
mhm,
It's right next to the convention center. I had
mhm.
these tuna taquitos that it was like
Ooh,
fresh, like poke style tuna that was like in these
ooh,
taquitos.
really?
So fire, like crunchy, like sauce, all this great stuff. And then they had these filet mignon tacos that were the best
Oh, you
tacos
was
I've
showing
had
out, my
in a
boy.
very very long time. Yeah, it was last day lunch, had to. And then just experience, I think, yeah, it's hard to say because, like you said, we're talking to thousands and thousands of people every single day. Um, but I think that like the con, it's so many back-to-back interactions with fans. You really start hearing stuff like that you're not really known for, like
Hmm.
little tiny projects or side projects that really, really stuck with people that you might get
Hmm.
at the airport or on the street every now and then, but to hear them
Yeah.
all so close together, just
Yeah.
like little projects that you may have forgot about, or you were just kind of like doing to the side, hearing that like constantly is, or stuff that like happened so long ago. Like I talked to
What's one that stuck out to you? What's one that stuck out to you?
so there was a flight attendant there, that, and it also makes you feel insanely old when you look at a grown person and they were like, I've been watching you since I was in 5th grade, and you're like,
I
Jesus
know, right?
Christ. But yeah, she was talking about how before the pandemic I used to go live, and I
Hmm.
would I would have people join in, and I wanted to see their dogs. Just like the weirdest, the weirdest thing I totally forgot about. But she was like, yeah, I joined in, and like you said this and this about my dog. You called my dog old and all this stuff. And I was just like, damn, like I forgot that I did that. I want to do that again. So it was just like little things like that, that I completely forgot, but it caused some type of, like a relationship with somebody. And then I
Yeah.
would say that, I think like interactions outside of DreamCon that just like let me know how cool just Houston locals are, that separate from DreamCon, was really cool too. Because there was a point in time where I was at this restaurant and the servers were like, yo, what's up? Like trying to get pictures and stuff. And I'm always happy to do that, but I'd be afraid of getting people in trouble. And then I kind of saw them getting like reprimanded a little bit by the manager, who was like this kind of like older, I thought it was reprimanded. And then he kind of like moved us. He was like, you can get more privacy over here. And then he was like, hey, can I get a picture? So I was like, oh, okay. They didn't get in trouble. They were just all in the back, like, you know, talking about it. So I think it was like stuff like that kind of broke through, and it was outside of DreamCon was insanely special too. Cause that was just random.
That's so dope, man. That's so dope when, you know, you can bridge generations like that. Like he might not have known, he might have known you, he might have just, you know, caught the vibe of the hype from them, and he was like, this might be somebody I need to check out, you know. But either way, like he wasn't just like no type shit.
Right.
Like I appreciate that a lot of the businesses really embrace the con and the supporters and the goers of the con, man. Like that was super dope. And before we get out of here, guys, I would just want to let y'all know, if you go to American Forest with the S on the end.org, you can get more information on the organization that took us out there. You can get involved with it. The CEO is a Black man. No,
you got a standing ovation for that too. So
standing ovation for it, man. CEO, and they've been around for 150 years, and now they have a Black man, and they got people of color in places where we can make a difference, and we can get more people. Like I would love to take a group camping trip or something like that. I think that would be super dope, and nobody's doing that. Everybody wants to go to like, when people think about trips, you think about like Cancun or, you know, different spots in Mexico or something like that. But like a big camping trip,
we should hit them up about that. That sounds like that sounds like it would be awesome.
Fire, bro. Like that would be so fire, man. So shout out to them for just like, you know, seeing the vision and embracing the youth where they are. And I say youth, but 42, but you know, embracing people where they are and still trying to encourage them to like, yo, like check this out, man. You guys could be missing out on a lot of fun, a lot of great experiences, and we definitely have been. So I know I can speak for myself. I definitely have been, but I think a summer camp thing on a weekend would be super fucking dope. So yeah, something else we got to add to the docket, hippie.
That would be cool. Like on some streamer.
That would be cool as fuck.
Summer camp.
Yeah, man. Find a nice little spot. We maybe have like some RVs for the cool out and have some game and stuff like that. But just like just have dope experiences and activities for people to check out. Like it's really dope. Again, that's AmericanForest.org, and I'm sure like we'll be able to put that in the caption and stuff like that.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for Black to Nature too. That's Black to Nature.
Man. Whenever we find a home for it, bro, it's gonna be great. And the following episodes, I can't even wait to see who they would get for something like that.
Not for real.
If you could go back next year, what would be the ideal 2027 DreamCon? I mean, DreamCon for you, like as far as like the experience, your participation in it, and what you would hope for.
You know what? The thing I love about DreamCon is like I don't have any expectations. I don't really have any like dreams to be on every panel and be just like running. Like I feel like a lot of creators come back and make these weird videos that's just like, I got a huge following, I should be having more panels, I should be more involved, blah, 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 blah. But it's like that's not even like the case for me. Like I love just being a part of it and walking it and just experiencing it. So I think having panels is fun. I don't necessarily know if having set 10 panels in a day is my vibe.
That's insane.
Yeah, like we had 2 in a day, and it felt like we were everywhere. So I could imagine.
Shout out to Roxy, because Roxy did like
Roxy
10.
was doing it. Yeah, she was like everywhere, and I'm okay with just being a few things. Now, obviously, there's so many amazing branded deals and huge partners there that, you know, like working with a branded partners to like actually make content with them would be cool. But honestly, like going out there with a team just to experience it, and then maybe like planning our own type of show or something at night that doesn't really compete with DreamCon, it just kind of like adds to it. That's kind of ideal for me. You know, I just love what these guys are doing, and I'm there to kind of just experience it.
I agree, man. I would definitely not want to do multiple panels, and I would probably want to do, if we did anything, do it all on one day, so we can actually have a day to enjoy the
Yeah.
con, and then we have one day where we may have one or two panels and do that. And I agree with you, like having something afterwards, because there are so many things where you can do like parties and stuff like that. I would love to do, like when we did that game night at Blind Barber, you know what I'm saying, for Halloween. People came in their outfits and stuff like that, something maybe a little bit more intimate for the introverts, or people that, it might be too much for them to go out and get dressed up at the con, but like something more intimate like this with a game night
That's
and the
smart.
stakes are lower. It's something that, you can really lean into. But again, man, they did it so great. The first night we had the mixer at that place, and then they shut down the bowling alley so the creators could get a chance to like catch up. And that's something that even as comics, we don't have a lot of opportunity to do. A lot of times, comics, we see each other in passing in the airports or, online or something like that. So the fact that we were all able to congregate at one place and show our appreciation for one another before we started it off, I thought that was super dope. So I would love to see, another one of those to be a part of something like that.
It would be so easy to do karaoke out there too, because everybody got their cosplay.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Halloween. Now it's just
Yes.
cosplay. So karaoke is
Yeah.
low-key something we can bring to any type of con that has cosplay. But that's what I'm saying. Like
Genius, bro.
you got to
Genius.
just see it. And now it's like the next time going in with plans, because one thing is
Yeah.
like the Roxys, the Cleos, when they're that heavily involved, they don't see the con. A lot of
Yeah.
times they're kind of just, there's so much
They're
for them to
working.
do. They're either
Mhm.
moving with security or moving through them back rooms. So that like the interaction and the seeing the con is a lot
It's
harder
different.
to do when you're
Yeah.
on the schedule like that. So I think it's good that you just didn't have to worry about recording. You didn't have to worry about crazy
Yeah.
amounts of panels. You just got to experience it. So if next year you're
Yeah.
kind of like pulled a little thinner, it's not as crazy.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be pulled more thin than I was this year. So because I want to enjoy it, bro. Like it really is something that I would look forward to going to every year as long as I
Mhm.
can, because it's just such a feel good experience, man. I can't stress that enough. Next year, man, I think they're gonna break 60,000.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna break 60,000
The
tickets.
FOMO,
Yeah.
because the FOMO, I've never seen a con that had this much FOMO. Like just with
Yeah.
all the clips on the online, like now for the next few weeks, the fans are going to be pretty much doing the marketing for next year, because it's going to be
Absolutely.
recaps and videos and all of this stuff. And out of all the cons I see, this is the one that's just like, okay, I gotta go next year,
Bro, I need to put like, as soon as they announce the date, I'm going ahead and get my room. I'm gonna be right back at the Hilton. I love that Hilton, even though the
Oh, so
Marriott is
good.
nice. The Marriott pool. Did you get a chance to go over to the Marriott?
No, I stayed at the Marriott for the 2 other year or the last year, but I like the Hilton way better. The bar is so
Yeah, the
much
Hilton
better.
way better. But I did like the Marriott's pool. They have that lazy river in the shape of Texas.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Oh, it was nice. They have a nice pool in the jacuzzi area. It's really nice. But yeah, the Hilton, that lobby bar just lends itself to so many great conversations and connections to be
Mhm.
made there. And it was low stakes, man. And I just really appreciate that. I was there when they did Afrotech last year, and the love that they showed Afrotech it was
That's a
great,
different
man.
con?
It was good.
It's a
Yeah,
different
well,
event?
Afrotech was like, yeah, it's like the black spaces for black faces and Afro, well, and technology and stuff like that. And
Mm.
we had went down there and did a comedy show.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's huge too, bro. It's really huge. You got to check
Afrotech.
out Afrotech. They're gonna do it this year probably. So, but it'll be in a different city. It moves around too. But it was
Okay.
great, man. It was definitely great. So
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, the room service was good too.
I see. I ain't even do that. That's baller shit, guys. I was I was going down and ordering. That's the one thing I didn't do that I wish I had did. Ordered the McDonald's through DoorDash and then picked it up as the hamburger.
Oh yeah, because those strips were
That
low-key good. I was expecting it was like a
yeah,
brand deal. I'm gonna say they're good. I was like, man, these are
yeah.
fire.
It's a good. Hey, they hit the spot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, I hope you guys enjoyed our recap, man. If you were there, post in the comments what was your favorite part of it. Would you go back? If you didn't go this year, do you want to go next year? Post in the comments. If you got some ideas for costumes, post that in the comments, man. We want to hear from you guys. Definitely want to get more involved with you guys. Let us know. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tahir Moore,
I'm Patrick Cloud.
and we'll see you next time on another episode of Damn Internet. You scary. Peace, guys.
Okay. Good to meet you.